Hello, YouTube again. I'm at the park. Ended up going to the park. I usually go to Mass around 12:30, but we're gonna go in the evening. And so we brought the kids to the park to play while Daddy gets to smoke. I was sitting here watching the kids, thinking about my upcoming birthday in March. I'm thinking about old age. And some of you who are older may disagree with me. But as I look forward, and as I'm getting older, I have this feeling I might enjoy old age. Not because of I understand you're going to have, as you age, your body doesn't work as well. But then again, I've never been very healthy to begin with. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, I've always been kind of a soul outside of time. Not outside of time, excuse me. Outside of my own time is what I'm trying to say. I never got along with people my own age as much. I should say not got along with. I didn't relate to them. I didn't relate to a lot of growing up at kids my own age and whatnot. I don't know. I always liked older things. I've always liked the 50s era, the 20s. Well, at least for in the United States, okay? I liked that men dressed up, wore suits. I liked their clothing and hat choices. I have a fedora, Pipes. I don't know. I just kind of always liked those things. So the idea of getting older doesn't really scare me so much. It gives me more of an excuse to be grumpier, or I shouldn't say it like that. That's uncharitable. But I don't know. I feel like I'm finally I'm coming into an age to which my style fits, I guess you could say. And more importantly, when I think of youth is ignorant. Not in a bad way. It's just naturally they're young, and haven't lived as long, so they're naturally ignorant of things. They're foolhardy. The young I've seen tend to be full of themselves. There's just so much to, I guess, mess up. Because you're still learning and trying things out. You haven't found your footing yet. Or when you're an elder, you're a sage. You've lived. You have wisdom, experience. You get to take it a bit slower, right? Things slow down for you. You're not as foolhardy. Maybe a bit more analytical. Those are things that I guess I was an old soul. I've always related to. I've always been more of an introvert. I like to, what's the term? People watch, I guess. See how human beings interact with each other. Here in the modern era, it hasn't been good. Got my earpiece hanging out my ear. There we go, that's better. So, I don't know, as a part of me that looks forward to old age. The idea of being an elder, a sage, passing on wisdom and experience. No longer really feel like I have to participate in the rat race kind of thing, where I can maybe guide others as opposed to trying to run the race with everybody, compete. Or maybe I'm just weird. But I just feel like youth is overrated. This culture has such an emphasis on youth. Gotta be young. Look at the models, right, for advertisements and all the youth creams and this kind of stuff. And I feel like the older people are looked down on. As if, oh man, you don't want to be old and you don't want to be fat. Those are the two things that are the most horrific to our culture. And their definition of fat, by the way, has changed. It's like if you have any kind of body fat on you, you're morbidly obese. Which, by the way, I'm not defending morbidly obese. Okay, that is a bad, unhealthy thing. I'm just saying we've gone to the opposite of extreme of saying any kind of. We have to be a beanpole, basically. These unrealistic ideas of beauty. Was it the Victorian age where the paintings actually emphasized more weight? Like they weren't fat, but they had some meat on them. I think it was Victorian age art. I might be wrong about that. That lasted until the Renaissance, when they started going back to Greek ideas of, got to get those muscles in the six-pack and all this kind of stuff. That's another thing. That's the game of the youth. The youth have to have the six-pack, and they got to impress all the girls around them, even, because, God, heaven forbid, they have monogamy and get married and settle down and, kind of grow up here and be a man. No, you got to impress all the girls and sleep with all of them. It's kind of, all that kind of stuff is youth thinking. And I like older thinking. I like more traditional thinking. So, whatever that is. So old age, I don't think it's going to be so bad. That is until my body, craps out. That is until all the pains and sicknesses start coming and all the new doctor appointments and all the things they got to check. I don't like that part about it. Maybe I'm thinking of middle age, not old age. I don't know. But I still like older people too. I like listening to their stories. I feel like it's almost like a cheat sheet, You get to hear their mistakes and their life ahead of time before you make your own. And you go, oh, wait, I remember the story of this guy doing this thing. So now I can be a bit more cautious now that I'm in a similar situation. And plus, it's just interesting hearing their stories. The Pipe Community videos I watch is usually a lot of older people. Older than me, anyway. And I get to learn from their stories. Learn from their, a lot of them are men. I haven't seen any women yet doing these things, but so you get to learn from their masculinity as well. Oh, that's what it is to really be a man, to be at peace with yourself and confident. That kind of thing. So it helps. It reinforces the manhood of other people too. And you feel less weird in this culture when they don't know what a man and a woman is. So, there it is. By the way, this is my Savinelli 120. I've got another Savinelli on the way, by the way. If the wife watches this, I'm in trouble. And I got 3 Friars in here. I've never had 3 Nuns. I'm told 3 Friars is an attempt to recreate the 3 Nuns thing. But the 3 Friars here is delicious. There's a certain creaminess to it. I love it. And I'm running out of it. I only got maybe half an ounce left. Got maybe one more pipe or two in it. So, I was going to call this Savvy Sunday. But I feel like I'd be copying matches because he had the 7 Alley Friday or Friday 7 Alley. I don't know. I don't want to seem like I'm trying to copy someone else, you know? Who knows? I might do it anyway, though. After all, I see a lot of people copying the side view that Matches did, which I think it's fine. It works. It's a cool thing to do. Why not copy it, right? So I'll go back and forth. Maybe I will do Saffy Sunday, and I'll have this every Sunday. You tell me. Am I copying too much, or should I just leave it for in memoriam for him, you know, and not touch his thing? I really got to get a holder for this phone too, because otherwise it's going to keep bouncing around every time I move my hand. Yes, I know I'm doing the grave error of holding the phone while I record, but that's all I've got right now. I'll be fixing that soon as I can get a little magnet on the back of it so I can hold it on my holder. Let's see, anything else? I think so. Well, yeah, I guess that's it. Appreciate your family, folks. Be thankful and grateful. I know that's easy to say. Trust me, I know that's easy to just say and hard to do. But we got to keep fighting the good fight. And sometimes being thankful and being grateful and just trying to be joyful is a fight. It's a struggle for some of us. But we got to keep doing it and stay in it. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.